Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, Bev, Amy, Andrea, Friendly Paws, Carmela. Hi, Nancy. Good morning. Good to see everybody today. Happy to be here with you. Welcome back, Karen. Yes, Nancy, you said you would be there for a few months. So, hi, Monica. Haven't seen you in a while. Christiane, welcome. I have had a busy week, and so we haven't been live since last weekend. Thank you, Monica. The background helps. The background is beautiful also. Hi, Lisa. So if anybody is new, please say hello, Meg. If you like. Anybody else? Yeah, I love the birds here. I love the nature here. I love the lake here. Hi, Britt. Good early morning. Yes. And there are other noises, like dogs barking. Hello, Ginder. Hope I'm saying that right. For those who don't know, I'm in Mexico. I am living here for now. Hence, that's why we are having Sunday morning lives, because I always go live in my Sunday morning. So when I live in Asia, that's Saturday night in the Western Hemisphere. And for now, I'm on this side of the world, so we're having Sunday morning lives. And if you are new to me, I'm a spiritual life coach and Reiki Master Teacher. So today we will be doing a collective card reading. I have a number of decks that I use. And we will be doing Reiki and Ancestral Clearing as well. Yeah, and we'll just see what Spirit wants to say, as always. Good morning, Sheila. So, yeah, let's just dive right in. Don't forget to follow me here on Insight Timer so you can be notified when I go live. You can give a donation here, or there's other avenues as well if you'd like. Follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. This will be uploaded on my YouTube channel as a video that you can watch the replay of if you would like to revisit the reading or the clearing. And all of my live streams are there, organized in playlists. Hello, Varsha, Stephanie. Yeah. So I'm feeling drawn to get one of these deep and profound messages from Sacred Rebels, Alana Fairchild. So these are cards with beautiful art and beautiful, deep messages. So we will start here, and then we'll see where Spirit leads. Hello, Claire. Hi, Rochelle. And I love pointing out even this art on the cover, especially because I do ancestral clearing. To me, this is a very ancestral message or image with these 3 generations. You know, the child, the adult, and the elder. So, yeah. And I also feel like, you know, this can be like our inner child as well. Our inner elder or our higher self, you know. Yeah. If you can't hear, please, well, you can't hear me, but please leave and rejoin. Maybe somebody could type that to Claire. Okay, there's this one. Look at there. There's our card. Hanging. Seeing the true you. Ooh. Oh, I'm just, okay, looking at all of these. So I'm not going to read both of these, but just this one was underneath, and it goes along with this. Seeing the true you, big bold vision. I feel like this is an image of you seeing the true you here. Card number 29 for those who like numbers. So this image is so beautiful, sitting on a couch in a lily pond looking into the water. So with these messages, as I said, they're very profound, and like they're like meditations, like something for you to take in. So I invite you to like settle in, let this message like land for you, let it sink in, come into a meditative space and allow this. And see how this lands. Sometimes we believe what others tell us we are, as though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is truth. Yet the accuracy of a reflection depends on the clarity of that which is doing the reflecting. If the receiver forms any opinion about what is perceived, then what is reflected back to us will, at best, be distorted. It is not necessarily through ill will, it is just the mechanics of the situation. Even the moon reflects the sun in varying degrees of fullness and clarity. We can learn something of the nature of the sun from the moon, but not as much as through direct perception. This oracle has come to you because you have been putting rather too much faith in the reflections others have of you, to the point that you might not be honoring all that you are and all that you are becoming because you believe too little of yourself. There may be those around you that are able to reflect you more faithfully and even help you see more of your own greatness and beauty. These are the souls blessed with inner stillness. In the clear waters of their ocean of consciousness, you can come to recognize yourself with clearer perception. However, there are those who have not tended to their own ocean and are unable to be still enough to genuinely receive and reflect your light back to you. There's no judgment here. Each takes the path of self-healing that is available and appropriate at any given time. However, to attempt to see the magnificence of a sun in a very partial moon doesn't make too much sense. If you're blessed with those in your life who can show you the beauty within you, wonderful. Even so, this oracle comes to you with a task you are now ready for. You are to begin to develop the art of direct perception. This is the ability to recognize yourself not only in the eyes of others, but from how you feel about yourself, how you experience yourself, and how you observe yourself with compassion and kindness from within. This is a step towards a radical empowerment that does not require perfection in order for you to recognize you are lovable and have much to offer. It is empowerment based on the acceptance of all that you are, working with your strengths, tending to your weaknesses, and being loving, encouraging, and nurturing of all that you perceive. As you continue on this journey, you will not only see your human self, but the eternal within you. This is a breathtaking experience that opens you up to the creative energy that flows abundantly through all of life. It is an experience that takes great preparation because we must be strong within our own self-love and acceptance to be able to hold acceptance for all of life. This oracle is nudging you into that preparation. For when you have the experience of truly beholding yourself, all judgment, fear, and doubt will fall away, and you will just know yourself to be sacred. Then you will be asked to embrace the deeper journey of sacred rebellion against judgment and fear and into passionate creativity and unconditional trust in life. This oracle comes with a special message for you. If you're getting confused about who you are and your motives or actions based on what others are saying or how they are responding to you, step back. In your quest to be a responsible person, you may be unintentionally taking on the feelings of others, making their reflections of you more than they are in truth. More often than not, reflections are more about the state of the reflector than what is being reflected. Let those external perceptions go. Can you just acknowledge yourself? Do so and be free. Here is the healing process. So I want you all to listen and take this in for yourself. You can repeat it mentally after me in your mind or out loud. I now break any contract I have ever made with another, consciously or unconsciously, that has given them power over me, power over my sense of self, the authority to approve or reject me or anything about me, including my voice, body, creativity, spirituality, and way of living. Of my own free will, I now choose to directly perceive my own inner beauty and turn within with kindness and compassion to see myself through the eyes of unconditional love. So be it. Breathe deeply. So what came up for you as you heard that? Hi, Rose, Radhika, Deborah. Yeah, I can definitely repeat that. And if anybody wants the what I read in this card information, send me a private message and I'll share it with you. I now break any contract I've ever made with another, consciously or unconsciously, that has given them power over me, power over my sense of self, the authority to approve or reject me or anything about me, including my voice, body, creativity, spirituality, and way of living. Of my own free will, I now choose to directly perceive my own inner beauty and turn within with kindness and compassion to see myself through the eyes of unconditional love. So be it. I'll show you the card again. Seeing the true you. Kelly, this was timely for you and many of you. And as I shared, like the card underneath was this, big bold vision. So just like taking these together, it's like this is the true you, this empowered being. Like whatever energy comes up as you take in this card visually, this is a true reflection. So some of you have been allowing others' perceptions to influence you. This is very pertinent to me personally. I am in a school right now for 6 months to grow my coaching business. And we had our second weekend of classes this weekend. And I was really coming up against limiting beliefs, not enough, not good enough, comparing. And we also did a practice around money and limiting beliefs about money, which, so we looked at our childhood, which got me reflecting on my parents, of course, and just seeing where all of this comes from. The not enough is not the true self, That's not the truth of who I am and who we are. We were born worthy. We were born enough. We were born without those stories. We were born lovable. Glad this was powerful for you, Jody. Hello, Patty. Yeah, any dynamics of an abusive relationship, and that can be romantic, that could also be parental or friendship or coworker or boss. I'm actually going to show y'all. So I have worked a lot with the Osho Zen Tarot. I did not bring that deck with me this time because it's been with me, and now I have the app. But one of the cards came up as I was reading that card. So I want to show you the image of it. Projections. Can y'all see that? Might be a little difficult to see. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's all the way up. But yeah, it's got these shadow faces over their real faces. I'm going to read this one as well. Let me see. Yeah, this is another very pertinent message to what the other card is saying. So this says, the man and woman in this card are facing each other, yet they are not able to see each other clearly. Each is projecting an image they have constructed in their minds, covering the real face of the person they are looking at. All of us can get caught up in projecting movies of our own making onto the situations and people surrounding us. It happens when we are not fully aware of our own expectations, desires, and judgments. Instead of taking responsibility for them and owning them, we try to attribute them to others. A projection can be devilish or divine, disturbing or comforting, but it's a projection nonetheless, a cloud that prevents us from seeing reality as it is. The only way out is to recognize the game. When you find a judgment arising about another, turn it around. Does what you see in others really belong to you? Is your vision clear or clouded by what you want to see? So a slightly different take on the other message, but a good one nonetheless. And I've said this recently, even like, you know, in this dynamic that we're in here right now, you know, you are all experiencing me, seeing me, hearing me. And all of you are like, so right now, 84 meditators here. There are 84 different Natalies here. Because we all see everyone through our own projections, which come from our own life experiences that are unique to us. And Michael Singer talks about this a lot, about how, you know, we've all had very different life experiences. And so every single experience that we've had has led to us having the conditioning, the thoughts, the beliefs, the feelings, you know. What might trigger one person somebody else might totally love. You know, he talks about a snake and a rope sometimes. And, you know, some people might, if they got bitten by a snake when they were a kid, they're going to hate snakes and be afraid of them their whole life. Others might have had a pet snake and they love snakes. So, you know, we are all living from that conditioning. So we don't, like, this card's meaning is saying, like, don't take on other people's judgments and projections about, like, the box that they may have painted us into. Especially family is going to be a huge one, immediate family. And could be other places too. And then the Osho card is more about, like, what about us? What are we projecting onto others? So let's get some clarification on this and get a deeper message. Oh. And we'll use our Lightseers for that. I also want to get a Michael Singer quote, since I just brought him up. Let's see what he has to say. I feel like when I use my Michael Singer cards, he's like coming in and giving his voice into the space directly. If you don't know who Michael Singer is, he's a #1 best-selling author of The Untethered Soul. And I do a live stream series where we listen to his talks. Yeah, and I got to meet him in November. So stay tuned for more live streams being scheduled in this week. I'll always go live on Sunday mornings, Saturday nights, depending on where you are in the world. So, awakening consciousness. Oh my God, y'all. You just can't make, it's the same card again. It's the same card. I mean, you just saw me shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. Yes, it's seriously been. And not only here in the live streams, one of my coaching clients, we drew, she was like, I want a Michael Singer card. It was also this one. He really wants us to be with this message. Ooh, awesome, Bev. Yeah, this is... You just can't make this shit up. So, if you haven't been here to hear it, or if you have, here it is again. You think the solution to your inner problems is in the world outside, but nobody has ever truly become okay by changing things outside. There's always the next problem. Such a deep and profound truth that bears repeating again and again and again. And this fits into our message of, we can't change other people. We can change our perception of them. We can change our projection of them. We can't manipulate or control them into changing their perception of us. We can change our own thoughts, our own behaviors. We can't change things outside in order to feel better, because then there will always be a next problem that takes its place. Always. He talks about this a lot. And he says, if that worked, then we wouldn't be having any more problems, because we would have solved the problem on the outside and then it would be done. But there's always the next problem. That's so simple, but it's such a profound truth. If solving the external problem worked, we would have solved it and we'd be finished and we'd be in bliss. But never. And if there's somebody here that's had this, please share, because we all want to hear from you. Have you ever solved a problem and then been done? No, there is always the next problem. It doesn't work. So, all right, Mickey, we've got it. You want us to keep marinating on that message? What are the lessons you learned from Untethered Soul, Bev? You said 4 valuable lessons. Hi, Joanne. Nice to see you. You just missed Michael Singer coming in with his quote that it's the same one for a few weeks now. So let's get clarification on the seeing the true you, the projections message. Hi, Duchess. You heard it. Great. Welcome, Sonia. Hi, Yvonne. Great. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Amazing. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and then the King of Cups. So this is quite interesting. So anytime we have what are called court cards, kings, queens, knights, pages, they can be literal people in your life. They don't have to be, but they can. Or they can just be the energies that they represent. So I feel like for some of you, this like projection thing and this like what other people's opinions of you and your life are might be coming up because there's some opportunity that you've been presented with, something new, some new potential opportunity, yeah, like a new job. Maybe some of you are receiving an inheritance even, or maybe you're getting a raise, or you've gotten, like I said, a new job where there's more money. It doesn't have to be like money related, but pentacles are money, material things. So there may be something new that showed up, some potential in your world that's causing people to, you know, want a piece of this. Be more interested in you than they were before. Suddenly, like I said, I feel like for some of you, and this is a collective reading, right? So the details may not resonate with everybody, so take what you like and leave the rest. If you want an individual reading, you can schedule that. But yeah, it's some sort of opportunity where people are like suddenly interested in you because now you have something that they want. Or it might be some sort of competition thing, like maybe it's you've gotten a promotion and they passed over your coworker. And now there's, you know, this competition or this resentment, or maybe there's envy or jealousy. Yeah, but I feel like some of you are coming into money or have come into money or are going to. So suddenly you're more interesting to people who may have been ignoring you in the past. So it's like, oh, now there's these people coming in. You know, you may be just like somebody that's receiving, or yeah, Patty, that's a huge change. Yeah, so maybe it is the selling of a home, the getting, you know, receiving assets or inheritances, or the trust. You're finally getting your, or a new job and you're starting to get your paychecks, or maybe crypto for some of you. Crypto. I looked at my crypto the other day. I'm like, oh my God, it went up so much. I'm like, I had no idea I had all this money in here now. So it could be something like that, where it's like then it brings people out of the woodwork in a negative way. When you've just been over here like living your life, doing your thing, not been, you know, threatening anybody, or like you're not trying to one up, you're just living your life and things are unfolding. as a result of your own life and actions and karma and whatever. Yeah, and there's, so it might feel like these people are, like wanting something from you, or they might feel ingenuine, or they might be judging you and saying you're selfish, or suddenly having opinions about your life. So there's an invitation for you, if this resonates, of like, you get to shift your perception. It's very easy and it makes sense that you get defensive, and that there'd be a part of you that would allow your vibration to go down to meet theirs. And yet you are stronger than that. And you don't have to allow your mindset to be pulled down into theirs. And it's not about you're better and they're worse. It's just about you're in different places on your journeys and your awareness is different. And so you get to shift your perception, instead of seeing, because if these cards were reversed, we'd be, seeing them in the reversed is like the blocked energy, them in their lower vibration. That's kind of what's happening. It's easy to get sucked in. It's easy to paint people, especially if they've been in your life for a long time. Painting them a certain way. I mean, most classically would be parents or abusive exes, or ourselves, the ways in which we see ourselves in a limited way. It's like we get to work on ourselves and our perception and our thoughts. It doesn't condone anyone else's behavior. And, Michael Singer would say, like, the past is the past. All that matters is you in this moment. What is your heart feeling now? What is unfolding in front of you? Doing your best with that. And in these situations, shifting your perception to see these people to the best of your ability in their highest incarnation, or their highest, their innocence, really. Their innocence. Everyone is innocent. We are all innocent. We were born innocent. I always talk about, newborn babies. I mean, we are still that. That is the essence of who we all are. So we really get to, this is a challenge and it's deep work, and this will free you. This is coming up for your freedom. I'm going to draw from Work Your Light, see if there's any advice from Spirit. So it's like you get to shift your perception of whoever these people are, and you get to embody these energies yourself, of the King of Wands, of the King of Cups. You get to be seated on your own internal throne. You get to empower yourself. You get to be your own king energy. Wise, loving, powerful, passionate, unperturbed. Beautiful. So, Work Your Light is telling you here, deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, and be held. There's a lot of, like combative energy. So it's like surrender, relax. I feel like there's a lot of like intensity going on with whatever this pentacle is. Like a lot of stuff needs to happen and be done in paperwork, or there's a lot of moving parts or people involved. And it's like you get to unplug from that and take care of yourself and not like only interface with that situation, X amount of time per day or per week, and not allow yourself to be consumed in that. And if this is about, leaving a relationship, or you've left one and you're doing the inner healing around it, it can be easy to just get like consumed in this like obsession about healing, watching too many YouTube videos, about the thing. Like I did that. I was in a narcissistic situation years ago, and I went through a period, and it was just where I was. But I remember going through this period of just watching video. It was just like this obsession, addiction, energy. And so it's not saying like don't educate yourself. Be balanced with that. And rest. You need deep replenishment. And if it is something about like, oh, this is great things are happening and it's causing these dynamics I talked about, deep replenishment. That's not just about like walking outside on the grass for 5 minutes and grounding and drinking a glass of water and then going back to your day. No, this is what does deep replenishment look like for you? Retreat, rest, be held. I'm offering one-on-one personalized retreats here in Mexico. That might be for some of you. That's what this card might mean. And if it's with me, with somebody else, whatever, if you've been thinking about a retreat, I'm thinking of the spa that I went to, that me and my close friend Alicia Bliss, we're going to do a retreat together. It's been evolving, but we may do that here. But there's a spa here that's amazing that has these hot springs. It's on my social media. I made a reel with some images. So anyway, but yeah, it might be hot springs for you. It might be not just a spa day, but like a spa weekend. J.E., hello. So at the bottom of the deck, I just happened to see no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. So really, you need to get your replenishment on. So if this situation is causing you to you need to make decisions and things, do not do it from shit energy. You really get to really take care of yourself. Take your time. Don't let other people pressure you that you have to make fast decisions. Hi, Gina. So pause, postpone. It might not be a no 100% forever. It might just be a not right now. It might just be I need time. So I want to read this deep replenishment description, and then we'll get into the Reiki and clearing. So take this message in about this card. The most selfless act you can perform is to fill up your own inner well. When we're running on half capacity, we subconsciously seek nourishment and nurturing from the things and people around us which we deeply crave. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty. The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich. Tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give multiplies. If your inner well isn't full, you'll find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we're not allowing ourselves. What nourishes you? What refuels your body? What is nectar for your soul? What brings you back to life? What's your secret medicine? What makes you feel abundant and fertile? It could be gardening, arranging flowers, getting a massage, using luxurious essential oils, snuggling up on the couch, hiking, sipping a good coffee at your favorite cafe, attending a women's circle, reading about sacred sites, spontaneous bike rides, walking along the beach, or practicing yin yoga. What nourishes you is your medicine. When you give yourself the medicine that you need to be nourished, you nourish all those around you, for there's more than enough to go around. The action for you to take is do something that deeply replenishes you today. So, let me know if that resonated. We'll go ahead and get into the Reiki and Ancestral Clearing. Don't forget to follow me here on Insight Timer. Give a donation if you would like. If you feel called to work with me one-on-one, send me a private message, and I work with people in various fun and powerful ways, including spiritual life coaching, doing readings like this one-on-one, as well as doing the Reiki and clearing one-on-one. So you can also follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, check my website, and all of that. Thanks, Nancy, for the donation. All right, so we'll go ahead and get into the Reiki and clearing now. I'm also going to do some specific clearing based on this message and this reading for today. Clearing around dynamics of, judgment, either where we are being judged and we are being painted into a box, or when we've done that to others, because, we've all done that too. So either way. And I feel like this also brings in the limiting beliefs, the subconscious programs from childhood. So I'll do some clearing around that. Thank you, Jody, for the donation. So let's go ahead and get into a meditative space. Closing the eyes. I'm activating the Reiki using the master symbol, Daikomyo. So just open yourself to receive right now. Allow this to be part of your deep replenishment. I sense a lot of exhaustion energy, from overthinking and being too much in the mind, and just letting, being in this urgent, analytical, obsessive energy that just is very taxing and tiring and exhausting. So just allow this energy to come in And each of your own higher selves draws the Reiki energy in. I'm not giving or putting something onto you. I am a channel for the energy, and your higher self draws in the energy like a magnet. And this energy goes exactly where it's needed for your best and highest good. And that could be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. So all you have to do is just allow and receive right now. Allow your body, mind, spirit just to drink in this beautiful healing Reiki energy. Allow it to replenish you deeply. Some of you, I suggest you drink a lot of water. I suggest everybody, and especially some of you, you need to drink more water, especially after the session. And today, some of you need to get into the water. It could be a bath, it could be a lake, it could be the ocean, it could be a spa, whatever. Infinite Creator, all that you are, for everyone hearing this message now, all of our family members, relationships, ancestors and their relationships through all relevant time, space, and dimension. For all hurts, wrongs, judgments, and burdens, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, sexual, and financial, through thought, word, or deed. Please help us all forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us. Completely and totally please and thank you. Please help us love and bless each other, love and bless ourselves. Be at peace with each other and at peace with ourselves. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. You can stay where you are, eyes closed. If you'd like to come back to a wakeful state, you can do so gently, slowly, easily. Very powerful and deep replenishment, energy, healing, and ancestral clearing. Sonia, yes, I am in Mexico. Thank you all for joining. I will see you next week, same time. And I will schedule, I need to check my schedule, and I'm mostly sure that I will schedule at least one live stream before next week. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Follow me so you can be notified. Give a donation if this was helpful and you would like. Thank you all for joining. And if you feel called to reach out and connect one-on-one, you can send me a message easily in the app, or I'm very findable online. Very powerful today. Take these messages and incorporate them. Use them. especially around the replenishment. Thank you all. Also, please check my meditations here in the app, and the prayer that I stated is available to listen to. That it's a much expanded version on my meditations recorded here. The free one is called the Master Prayer in the free section of Insight Timer. The premium track is the Abundance Prayer. So you can listen to those multiple times per day. I also, one of my most popular meditations, it's also in the free section, the relationship breakup and cord cutting. Some of you mentioned breakups and things, so that can be very powerful. No worries. Thank you all for joining. Have a wonderful good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all very soon. Namaste.